Here is the lineup in front of you, the New York Mets lineup. So let's do this.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Game number 3 of this new season between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on The Show is next. Matt Harvey gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Atlanta, center fielder, number 11.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Here's the pitch. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Fouled back. The windup and the 0-1. Bounce to first. Taken in by Flores. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Jaime Garcia gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, if you're looking for a slider off of him, you're probably going to get it. He uses a slider a lot. I would say that is the primary pitch that he uses. He'll use it in any count, any situation.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Jose Reyes.
Line drive to center field. Inciarte patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. First offering on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Inciarte ranging back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Digging in, Yoenis Cespedes. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win. Well, a couple things with that base hit right there by the 3-hitter. One, he thought he was going to get out of this inning pretty easy, and now you put him in a stretch. The middle of this lineup is no joke. He can find himself in danger real quick.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. And this is fouled straight back.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
2 out with the man at first. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is Inciarte, and it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Yeah, as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. He pulls this one into right. Markakis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Standing in, Matt Kemp. He'll begin things here against Matt Harvey.
Matt Kemp.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Jansen's a guy that's not worried about all the metrics. He's going to call his zone. And if you're pounding the ball, particularly off the plate.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And this is fouled at the plate.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Ready with another 0-2. Oh, and Kemp fails to connect there, as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 strikes now from Harvey. Fastball, strike 3 called, as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Neil Walker. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Second baseman, Neil Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. Inciarte's there. He's got it one away.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Braves. And I'm looking at Dansby Swanson, the #1 pick overall a few years back. He is a heck of a talent, and you knew he was going to hit at that shortstop position. But that bat and his athletic ability, he can even move around the diamond for you different places.
Now at the plate, Jay Bruce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup and the pitch. Line to the right side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Digging in now, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now a shot to center field. Back goes to center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. Travis d'Arnaud with the solo home run. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Into the box, Matt Harvey. Line drive to left. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
That is a big hit right there. When you can help yourself out, a little 2-out base hit, extends the inning, brings the top of the order up now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Let's do this.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Great execution. You hit it where it's thrown, right? That ball's thrown right up the middle. He hit it right back up the middle. A lot of hits in the middle.
In now as Asdrubal Cabrera hit in the air to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The Mets strike for a run on this home run by Travis d'Arnaud. We've played 2. It's 3-0 New York. Adonis Garcia digs in now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Reyes is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
Batting 9th, the pitcher number 54, Jaime Garcia.
Into the box now, Jaime Garcia. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way.
Swing and a pop-up behind home plate, and that'll get out of play and into the VIP seats.
Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready for another chance? Yoenis Cespedes. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Yoenis Cespedes.
And he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
First baseman number 4.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
In is Curtis Granderson.
Swing and oh my, hit him with the high into the Big Apple seats and gone. A 2-run home run for Curtis Granderson. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Standing in now, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker.
Lined into center field. That's a base hit.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Bruce. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run homer for Jay Bruce. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
On his way out to the mound now is the Atlanta skipper, and that is going to spell the end for starter Jaime Garcia. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Josh Colmenter is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Hit down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, the big fella hits the ball to the wall and they hold him to a single. Now, no, we all know catchers can't run very well, so I can't jump on it for not having speed.
Harvey.
Into the box now, Matt Harvey. He swings and grounds it to short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
A 2-hit game for the pitcher. My goodness. You're giving up hits to the pitcher. You got to be a little bit worried. On the other side, he's got to be just excited, ecstatic to get 2 hits in 1 game.
In now, Jose Reyes. On a rope to the second baseman.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up, so he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Inciarte. Gone! It's a grand slam. So 1 swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
That's why he's a superstar, the Grand Slam. You pay the price to watch him play, and when he comes through and does something special like this, it's worth the price of admission.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
And you get the sense that the reason he gave up that solo shot was because the Grand Slam he gave up just a minute ago was still haunting him. You can understand that, but that doesn't make the fact that he gave up 5 runs on 2 big swings any more forgivable.
Center fielder, number 3.
Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double ditches, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Curtis Granderson. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, the heart of the order has flexed their muscles tonight. 3, 4, and 5 have gone back-to-back-to-back home runs in this game. Really impressive.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Neil Walker. As he rips it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 19, Jay Bruce.
Here's Jay Bruce now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. His second of the game as this lead got even wider.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez.
The batter, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Well, that's a big hit right there. So often overlooked. But what it does, even if he doesn't get a hit here, the pitcher that is, now the pitcher's not leading off the next inning. You get the pitcher to the plate right now.
Into the box, Matt Harvey. Line, but speared on a hop. A toss to Phillips for the force out, and that'll end the inning. But not before 12 men cross the plate here as they really break this game open. 3 innings complete. The Mets lead this one 15-0. Here's Ender Inciarte. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Bruce has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Bruce will come over for a look, but this will wind up back in the crowd, a foul ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to take it in is Flores, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bruce ranging back to the track, and this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
Well, that's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one as he hustles into third. We'll see if it leads to their first run here. Sometimes a single drip will start a flood.
Matt Kemp is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Here we are in the middle of the game, and he's 90% on the first pitch strike, throwing strikes. 90%. Forget about it. You do that, you got no chance of hitting this guy.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Striding in once again, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second, right to Phillips. No problem here, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Digging in and looking for more, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now here it comes. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And that's through into left, a base hit.
He picks up his 4th hit, and I'm telling you, what a ridiculous day. You look at that box score tomorrow, he's going to have 4 hits, and 2 of them are home runs.
Standing in now, Wilmer Flores. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Markakis going back on it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising.
Granderson.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Curtis Granderson. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. And a fair ball as this one gets to the wall. And the run is in to score from third. Throw won't get him.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Into the box now, Neil Walker, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. In to score the runner from third.
Well, he hit that ball a little bit too hard. The runner from third is going to score. They held up the guy at second going to third, and now they sit first and third.
Stepping in now, Jay Bruce. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Looking to minimize the damage here. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Ready with the 0-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nick Markakis.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon
Here's
Phillips.
Brandon Phillips. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Third baseman, number 13.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Adonis Garcia digs in now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fouled back.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
There now is Granderson as he makes the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Atlanta. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. Chaz Rowe gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready once again, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
33, Matt Harvey.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Harvey. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long.
Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Well, he's pitching well. They send him back up to the plate, and what does he do? He rewards him with the base hit. So this is a great game for him so far.
Reyes.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Markakis. Gone into the upper tank. A 2-run home run for Jose Reyes. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
The shortstop, number 13.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Inciarte going back at the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Hit hard to short.
Swanson picks it up.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Kurt Suzuki will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Kurt Suzuki.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game. He continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Bruce has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
swings and grounds it to short. Cabrera's there, and he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort, and that ought to be scored an infield single.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Boy, Matt, he's making this good team look silly. He's about 1 pitch away. I mean, one good.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bruce going back on it to the track. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Braves strand 1, and they remain well behind. Aroldis Vizcaino gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Wilmer Flores will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Flores rounds third and is digging for the plate. A tag from Flowers. He's out at the plate. Digging in and looking for more, Neil Walker. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate.
Well, that's his 3rd hit of the game, and I know infield single, but he doesn't care. Man, 3 hits in a ball game, he'll take it.
Jay Bruce.
Ready for another chance? Jay Bruce. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's off his leg on the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Travis d'Arnaud. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. Striding in once again, Matt Harvey. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Line drive snagged on a short hop. There's one. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Matt Kemp is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. To third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Ready for another shot now, Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first takes care of Phillips, and he's retired for out number 2.
Third baseman number 13.
Adonis Garcia digs in now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. On the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Reyes.
Leading off
Will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Jose Reyes.
Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, and he is so close to having a cycle. He's one thing short, and the toughest one of them all, the triple. He's gonna, looks like he's gonna get another at bat. Let's see if he's able to pull it off.
Into the box as Drupal Cabrera. And that's in there, base hit.
You throw a ball down the middle, you better start ducking right when you release it. He took it right back at him. Hit it where it's thrown.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Lifted in the air to center.
Chasing after it is Inciarte.
And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
First baseman, number 4, Wilmer Flores.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Wilmer Flores. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Inciarte's there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Curtis Granderson. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one. Looking for a 5th in this at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third. And that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day.
No, they don't. But I tell you what, he's been working hard. He's been locked in right now. Just his approach. You knew he was going to have a good day. 5 hits. Wow.
Here's Neil Walker.
And he hits it hard to the right side.
And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, sometimes at the runner in scoring position, you just have to put the ball in play. Right here, he hits one into the hole, drives in the run, making contact. It pays off.
First pitch on its way. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Three home runs tonight. What a game he is having. To hit 3 homers in a game, you have to have pretty good swings to see the ball really well. But he's had an exceptional night tonight. 3 homers.
Catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Line drive to left. Kemp is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here is 8. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting
0-1's the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Hit hard up the middle. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Well, you're not always going to hit the good pitches. You hit the mistakes. And that one hung up there, a mistake. Nice piece of hitting.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Under this is Flores, and Wilmer's got it for the first out. Here's Ender Inciarte. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cespedes is there. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Dansby Swanson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Bruce sprinting after it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. And as you can see, they are way behind. Jose Ramirez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Matt Harvey. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Inciarte racing back, but he won't get there. It falls in. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
In now, Jose Reyes, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Markakis has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
First offering on its way. Hard hit to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
He swings and grounds it to short.
And that's through for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Wilmer Flores, sent out to straightaway center field. Inciarte is there, 2 gone.
Center fielder,
so 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. And this one is gone. A home run. A 3-run homer here for Curtis Granderson. Number 296 in his career, as this lead got even wider.
Well, the ball's been flying all over the place this game, but most of the fireworks have come from him. That's his 3rd long ball. What a game.
Now batting, second
Here's
baseman,
Neil Walker.
Neil Walker.
As he rips it on the ground to second.
That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Here's Jay Bruce now. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, is 4th in the ball game as the blowout continues.
4 home runs in a game. Now, there's some guys that have done it, and it is an impressive feat. But I remember Josh Hamilton's 4 home runs in Baltimore one night. That was incredible. Well, this fits right there. 4 home runs in one game, something he will never forget.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis
Line drive to center field. Inciarte is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Here's the first.
First baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Addison Reed enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work.
Addison Reed
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Bruce has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
So here's Matt Kemp now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Well, he hung that one and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder,
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. I'm not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2.
Second baseman number 4,
Brandon Phillips is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Walker is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
Tons of runs in this one. Matt Harvey gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Jaime Garcia was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.